Given today's entertainment climate, combined with the massive shift in storytelling from text to screen during Season 2, as well as the behind-the-scenes revelation about certain writers for the series actively disliking the source material, this report, if true, comes as no real surprise. Hello, this is Mara Jade, and I'm back with another video, and according to the reports, the reason behind Henry Cavill's departure is over creative differences. Now, what are those creative differences? Well, let's just dive right into this article so we can get a gauge of again, what they are, as well as what the future might hold for this series following the lead's departure. So without further ado, here it is. Across the internet, fans of The Witcher have been voicing their disappointment with actor Henry Cavill's exit from the show. I think personally in the long run this will benefit him more than if he stayed with the show, given, like I said, the massive shift in storytelling from text to screen. They basically took so many liberties in Season 2 to the point where it's really not the same story anymore, and combined with the fact that we're finding out there are writers for this series who don't even like the source material they are adapting. So, people who are upset at Henry Cavill's departure, I think, again, it'll benefit him in the long run. Because this is a man who loves the actual source material. And according to his first paragraph, fought to be involved in the series. Actively fought to be involved in this series. So for him to leave, that speaks volumes more about the direction the series is taking The Witcher, the works, the adaptations, as opposed to, like, just him deciding to leave a project. According to Redanian intelligence, Cavill had considered leaving the project during Season 2's post-production stage. There were reports that suggested Cavill was not satisfied with the show's direction and that he did not see eye to eye with the producers, with the recast considered as a possibility. A lot of the discussion surrounding The Witcher and Cavill's exit has centered on potential creative differences, though up until now there has been little evidence to support those claims. Cavill himself, who has consistently expressed enthusiasm for Andrzej Sapkowski's novels and CD Projekt Red's video games, has not publicly stated his reasons for quitting the role of Geralt of Rivia. Many have pointed to a variety of minor comments and numerous interviews pertaining to his desire to tell a story that respects Sapkowski's work. Yes, because he loves the actual source material, and the fact that he fought actively to be involved in the series, wanting to show respect for said source material. For him to leave, that speaks volumes. That actively speaks volumes. It's not just a lead actor deciding, I don't feel like starring in this role anymore, and so forth. This is a man who pursued it himself to star in the series. So he might not be outright publicly stating why he's quitting being Geralt of Rivia, probably because he doesn't exactly want to throw innocent bystanders of what's going on behind the scenes under the bus, per se. But I don't see any other reason. Like, this right here is very believable to me. It should be noted much of the speculation prior to the recent report was fueled by comments made by former series writer Beau DeMaio, who claimed some of the writers were not or actively disliked the books and games, even actively mocking the source material. Many have assumed that it was this approach by the writer's room that put the creative team at odds with Cavill's own expectations. Really, Cavill's own expectations was just respecting the source material. Respecting what these people are supposed to be adapting. And the fact that they took on said roles for adapting a work that they actively disliked, I had to wonder why. Why? The paycheck can't be big enough for them to do that. Or at least initially, because they had no idea if the show would even be popular. So the only reason I could fathom this is because they wanted to come on as activists, not writers, because they wanted to change. They wanted to tell their own story. And to do so, they decided to use a vehicle already cemented within the foundations of fantasy lore. Like, let's say Lord of the Rings with the fucking Rings of Power show, for example. Showrunner Lauren S. Hisrich has explained in the past that Cavill contributed to the show's depiction of Geralt. She revealed in 2021 that Cavill would send notes about the titular Monster Slayer's depiction on screen. She explained, a lot of the notes he was sending to me were about Geralt's dialogue. Could he, first of all, say more? Yeah, a lot of people wanted him to say more. He's the fucking star of the series. He's Geralt of Rivia. In an interview with Phil Starr that year, Cavill himself stated, the toughest part for me was finding that balance between the showrunner's vision and my love for the books, and trying to bring that Geralt to the showrunner's vision. He went on to explain, all of my asks and requests were along the lines of just being faithful to the source material. Following Season 3 of The Witcher, Geralt of Rivia will be played by actor Liam Hemsworth. Seasons 4 and 5 have begun development and will reportedly film back-to-back. However, Netflix has only officially announced Season 4 of the series. So, it will return to streaming on Netflix about the summer of 2023. So, there it is, folks. There it is. Like I said, it's just a report. So, it's not exactly officially come out and like, Henry Cavill or anyone has come out and said, oh yeah, this is all true. This is all true. But given what we've known, given what we've seen, everything surrounding the Netflix series, this is incredibly believable, in my opinion. The audacity that Cavill had, just to respect the source material. It seems like that's almost like finding a unicorn in the entertainment industry, pretty much. To find someone who actively seeks out, not only seeks out the work, as he did with the Witcher series, but also to remain faithful, to respect it. You gotta give him kudos. Whatever you feel about him as a person, whatever you feel about him as an actor, so forth, you have to give him at least kudos in that respect. Like I said, if this report is true. But what are your thoughts down in the comments below? Do you believe this report? Do you not believe this report? What are your thoughts about The Witcher, the first 2 seasons? I had hopes, at least during Season 1. I could see kind of where they were taking liberties, but for the most part it stayed relatively faithful to the work. And then Season 2 happened, and it was both downhill from Season 1 as well as a massive shift in storytelling. And now, given the fact that a man who fought to be part of this series, who loves Sapkowski's work and so forth, choosing to leave the series, I have really little to no faith. I was going to watch the first episode of Season 3, particularly because of Cavill's performance as Geralt. But at this rate, no, most likely not. Very most likely not. Not really going to give it the time of day. But what are your thoughts on this whole situation down in the comments below? Did you like the first 2 seasons? Did you not like the first 2 seasons? His return to DC, what are your thoughts about that? All that fun stuff down in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, share on social media if you will. I'll be live later tonight on my YouTube channel for the once a month now, The Cringe Factory, where I and my normal co-host, Dig Kenobi, and maybe another guest, go over the cringe for the week. It's going to be once a month. Thank fucking God. I can't handle it as often as we used to do it. So we're going to get it done and out of the way this month. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tune in for that. And then the rest of the week on Twitch, find me on at Jade_Fire, where I will be returning to the grind. I can't get away. Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in, grinding away at Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 2022 edition. So, again, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This is Mara Jade. Catch you on the dark side. And, well, as Geralt would say, fuck.